So I would now go straight back to some of the initiative that you mentioned about, which is the Agrinnovation Club,
Yes.
Which I happen to be one of the members. Thank you very much for that opportunity, man.
Yes.
Now, you've already said some things about this, but I want you to reiterate and help us understand why the Agrinnovation Club and what impact do you think this is going to have in the food production in Lagos State, and what is the sustainability plan?
Okay, so we birthed Agrinnovation Club on the back of assessing the pool of stakeholders that the ministry has historically supported. And particularly, I realized that there's a niche, or there's a group of very entrepreneurial people who are young, but that we don't seem to have in our radar. And I realized that we're doing ourselves a major disservice. When you encounter young people who are actually employing well over 100 people, 150, who are social media savvy, who are out there trying to promote their products, who are also largely engaged with other young people, and there's already a sort of a network. I just thought that it was important to have this pool of people and help to harness all of their energies and potentials, and even better help establish the network that is required. And if the government can do that and create this enabling environment, then government itself will see the benefit. All of the interventions we give as a government, what exactly are we trying to achieve? We want job creation, we want wealth creation, we want food security. And if you can do this with this young group of people who actually own the future, then we will be doing things and, taking the country and agriculture in the right direction. Also, the benefit is that when other people, particularly other young people, can see people who look like them, who they can familiarize themselves with, it's easier to encourage more people into the agri space. When you have people who didn't study or have a background in agriculture at all, someone studied economics, but the person is into food processing. Someone studied accounting, but the person is into e-commerce, agriculture e-commerce or food e-commerce. Or someone studied engineering, and the person is actually into coconut production and processing. Then a young child in secondary school and primary school can actually see a future that, okay, this person is in this space, and therefore there must be a reason why this person is doing what they're doing. It means agriculture is profitable. It means anyone can get into agriculture and make something out of it. So it's also a way of giving that platform that encourages younger people, and for that reason you have more people interested in agriculture, and you won't have this idea of it's only the illiterates that are in agriculture. They are very old people. Agriculture is very backward. You can't make money in agriculture. So to dispel all of those myths, that's why we decided that the Agrinnovation Club was an imperative that the state government needed to actually create to help that next generation. With regards to what we have done so far, well, you are a member, even though you're a late member. But I think that it's just beautiful to see that the club is growing. It's just over a year plus now, and with the Agrithon, the Agrinnovation Summit, the idea essentially is just create that chain. It's like a DNA structure. Create the chain, and before you know it, you start having multi-layers, and you start to see the benefits in several different dimensions. We see it as a platform where we can bring in resource persons, where we can bring shared resources to people, and people can benefit simultaneously, and it's at a less cost to us but more beneficial to everyone in the long run. So the sustainability plan around it would be, yes, government, we started it, but the future of it is actually for private individuals, private sector, non-governmental organizations and civil society to actually be a part of the structuring, such that funding for the club, the Agrithon, it's no longer based on government budget. It's actually now private individuals and private sector players who are pulling the funds together, who are deciding who the judges would be, who are deciding the direction of the club, and helping to ensure that the enterprises that make up the club are on the right track. So you want to create a mentorship system, a mentorship platform, but it is largely going to be private sector, civil society led, and government takes a step back and only comes in from time to time, maybe in terms of just giving some additional support. But the sustainability plan is, you want the likes of MTN Foundation, BATNF, that's British American Nigerian Tobacco Foundation, you want a MasterCard Foundation, you want Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, you want a Mike Adenuga Foundation, you want Dangote Foundation, you want foundations that are big to actually be the ones who hold the Agrinnovation Club. They fund the Agrinnovation Club, and at the end of the day, you have more enterprises doing very well in the agri space.